Welcome to an exclusive interview. Shri J. Yes, Jagannathan Sahab, courtesy India Unknown. Please tell us about your school and college days and where you born and brought up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Born in a small village in Coimbatore district, Tamilnadu. Had my school education in the village itself. For my degree, I studied agricultural science. I did my post-graduation also in agricultural science from Tamilnadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore. After that, I was working for 3 years in the same university as assistant professor.
Is it?
Assistant professor.
Okay.
Onwards, I joined the Indian Railway Personnel Service. That is through the civil services. I was working for a year in Mysore division of the Southern Railways. Used to be Southern Railways then. Then I joined the Indian Police Service in 1991.
1991 batch.
Yeah.
What is your date of birth, sir?
I'm born in 1962.
1962.
Yeah, 9th of May 1962.
Okay, 9th May. Did you always wanted to become an IPS officer?
Not really. Not really. It so happened and then I really liked it.
Okay. Kindly elaborate on your achievements so far in various postings.
You know, I would always rate my initial postings in Gadchiroli districts as the most memorable part of my police career, most challenging as well. It is memorable because it was a very challenging assignment. Very difficult circumstances, very difficult topography, terrain to work with. Language used to be an issue. Of course, it is an unconventional kind of a policing one had to handle there. It was an armed left-wing extremism. A lot of activities carried out by these Naxalites used to be, in fact, terrorist activities. A lot of murders, bomb blast, explosions, and all that. And added to that, the people used to be, really poor people. The infrastructure of the district was always in deficit those days. It was trying.
When you posted, sir, there?
I started my career there from, as soon as, that was my first posting after my training.
Okay.
I worked for the initial period as ASP, I worked for about 2 years, slightly more than 2 years.
Okay.
And after a brief tenure outside, 6 months as DCP Nashik and about an year and a half as SP Osmanabad, I went back to the district as Super Police once again.
Okay.
I did my more than 5 years of my tenure in 2 stints in Gadchiroli.
Okay.
So spanning from say 92 to 2000, so about 5.5 years I was there.
Great. Kindly elaborate on
the. Of course, after that, even I would rate my tenure with the CBI also as a professionally highly satisfying job.
CBI.
I did 7 years with the CBI. All 7 years I was with the banking division.
I see.
Banking division in Mumbai. So we were handling very high profile cases. That was a professionally challenging assignment.
Okay.
Very satisfying assignment.
Kindly elaborate on the most challenging case in your career so far. Most challenging case.
Case for investigations?
Yes.
See, the most challenging cases used to be the Global Trust Bank. You must have all heard of
Global Trust Bank.
Yeah, which went bust. A new generation private bank.
Okay.
Which had to be merged with a nationalized bank subsequently. That was a very good case, professionally challenging case. We also investigated, some part of this Ketan Parekh's scam.
I see.
To a later stage. That was also a very challenging assignment. the investigation spanned, outside India as well.
Yeah.
That was another very challenging case. Then we also handled some cases connected with the stock markets.
Okay.
So that were also very challenging as well. That way.
See, you wanted to quote those?
This is as far as investigation part is concerned.
Yeah.
Of course, there was so many other thrilling assignments. Subsequently, when I came back from CBI back to the state, I had a chance. In fact, the responsibility came on me to raise the special forces.
Okay.
So what we have in Maharashtra, this is Force 1.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was the force raised by me. That was immediately as a.
So what is
After
the?
this 26/11 Mumbai attack,
Okay.
this was the new special force created. So I raised that force. So that was another challenging assignment.
So that force is doing only the at the time of the terrorist attack. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that is the specialized force to respond to any terror incidents.
There has been an upsurge in street crimes, fatal joyride incidents, chain snatching, drunken driving. In your expertise, how it should be tackled in Nashik and in other part of the city?
See, the first and foremost is when it comes to traffic, it is the people will have to be needs to be more responsible, and they need to be educated first. Also, the traffic is a problem because even public, even if they would like to obey traffic, however, the rules needs to be rules, and then on-road signals, the parking places, everything need to be in place. Then only people will be motivated to obey the traffic rules. But unfortunately, in a growing city like Nashik, these are all the limiting factors. Even if the public also wants to follow the traffic rules, they have these difficulties. That is one part. And second part, chain snatching is once again people needs to be aware of this problem, and of course the best way to stop these chain snatching incidents is to have a better detection. Of late we have had very good detections. A few important criminal gangs involved in this chain snatching, generally known to be committing chain snatching. We have also nabbed quite a few criminal gangs who are known to be involved in property crimes. As far as policing is concerned, we should improve our detection rate, and we have been on that course. Detective branch as well as the crime branch, they have done a lot of good detections in the last 2 to 3 months.
I see. Do you think the IPS officers belonging to minority communities are not given a fair chances in the postings?
I don't think so. I don't know why this point arises at all. I don't think the caste community create matters in postings.
Some cases the people are upset, and that's why I'm just asking.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've never come across. There was not a moment that kind of feeling is there among the other officers. I don't think even if the perception is there at all. This may be based on wrong facts.
How do you take this opportunity in your career, sir, as a Nashik Police Commissioner?
See, this is an opportunity. There are many great and very professionally superb officers in Maharashtra cadre. But I consider that I am fortunate to be in this position in this moment of sinister Kumbh. So this is an opportunity which had come. I am thankful for that. I am happy about that. I look forward to the challenge.
Okay. Kumbh Mela is in Nashik now. For the what preparation you did, and what are the challenge you are facing?
See, that way the preparations for the Kumbh Mela. from the police point of view as well as from the civic administration's point of view,
Yes.
it started almost 2 years before. So the very good thing which one can mention about this oncoming Kumbh Mela is planning. And there has been an extensive planning, very well studied plan, and the plan is being followed up on a regular basis within each department as well as on a interdepartmental basis.
Okay.
So that way there is a steady progression towards towards to have great Kumbh Mela as an event. As far as police is concerned, we are working to a plan. The plan is to segregate the crowd. Even when they arrive into the city, we would help them, and we would in fact be nudging them to various new ghats which have been constructed along the river Godavari.
Okay.
Almost the ghat area and length had increased more than 4 times between the last Kumbh and this Kumbh.
Okay.
And these ghats constructed, new ghats constructed, they all are functionally going to be very efficient. The efficiency of the ghat themselves is going to be very good. People will have a better and relaxed. People can have a better and a relaxed kind of bathing. That's what we are going to educate people about.
Okay.
That exercise has already started. So this way, we will be preventing the congregation of a huge crowd in one place. So
Okay.
that way it will be segregated. That's number one. Number two is that in each of these new ghats constructed, even in the old ghats, the movement of the bhakts will be unidirectional. Will be a unidirectional movement. There won't be any cross movement.
Okay.
Not only in the ghat area as well as the approach and exit routes. It will be completely unidirectional. And the exit into the ghat area also will be scientifically regulated. Scientifically regulated in the sense that we will allow entry on a staggered manner by holding the crowd and releasing them depending upon the capacity of the ghat
Okay.
and depending upon the exit from the ghat.
Okay. Okay.
So we would like to synchronize this exit with the entry, and even there only about 90% of the exit we will be letting in at one point of time. That's what we are trying to manage. That's going to be in a scientific manner, in the sense it will be based on an estimation of crowd which is exiting from the ghat, and the communication will be going to be very efficient.
Okay.
From the exit point to the entry point, and from the entry point going backwards into the holding areas.
Oh, yeah.
So that way it will be a very regulated entry of people into the crowd.
Okay.
And we will try to hold people much away from the ghat. If there is, in case of any excessive gathering in the ghat, we will hold people much away from the ghat itself.
Okay. Okay.
So that unnecessarily people don't get crowded and get stuck up in the
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what the basic plan of this bundle is. As far as the score area is concerned, this time it is going to be a very regulated entry and a very regulated exit.
Very good. Very good. So, how much, what coordination you are getting from the civic bodies like municipal commissioner and collectors?
In
Coordination.
fact, all the preparations which have gone so far in the infrastructure development for the Kumbh Mela, it's all based on regular consultations, formal and informal. It's based on regular monitoring of the progress of the implementation of the work. So the focus is that the event should be, this Kumbh Mela has to be free of any kind of untoward incident.
Okay.
So towards that, every department is working, and we are on a regular touch with each other, formally and informally.
Okay.
That way it is going to be really good.
Okay. What initiatives are being taken against the drunk driving and over speeding? Is it in Nashik?
Overspeeding within the city is not a great problem.
Hmm.
We do take a drive against this drunken driving once in a while. But within the city, I don't think it is a great problem at all.
Okay. So, according to you, what challenges are Nashik Police facing as of now?
See, as of now, I don't think any challenge which is unmanageable as of now.
Okay.
Of course, people have started coming from different parts of the state from 14th of July onwards. Obviously, the floating population, size of floating population has gone up at least by about 1.5 lakh per day. From the normal days, it has gone up to that extent. Which means to that extent there is a lot of vehicle movement. So there are scope for increase in theft, increase in motor vehicle theft, increase in a lot of maybe a small kind of a property offences and that. But fortunately, the last 14th July onwards, even this, because of this extensive CCTV network,
Okay.
and deployment of plainclothes policemen, deployment of detective branch staff from even other districts, has helped us in number one, to reduce the incidents of these kind of thefts. The incidence has been less than what we have anticipated actually.
Okay. Great.
Pocket picking, chain snatching, motor vehicle thefts. It's considerably less than what we had anticipated for. Going forward, this will be the concern.
Okay.
As far as police point of view is concerned, of course, other civic communities also, there will be a lot of strain on civic communities. Sanitation and all that, but municipal corporation has made extensive arrangements for that. I'm sure.
What is your expectation from Kumbh for the department and for the city Kumbh Mela from your concern?
See, the first and foremost, the Honorable CM has given a free hand to do a professional policing, and the Honorable CM is very proactive in the sense, and he expects police to be techno-savvy.
Okay.
And we are
On the path.
trying to evolve in that sense as well.
Okay.
And whatever the infrastructure, the resources needed for the Kumbh Mela, the government has been more than generous in granting all that. So that way it has been a great strength from the government.
Sir, who is your role model?
See, I don't particularly follow a kind of role model, because probably this question would have been valid maybe when you are in school or when you are at the college. You have grown up in your experience as well as profession, that you try to follow your own model.
Okay. What are your future aspirations?
See, future aspirations is like police as a department. People should, it should naturally come to them.
Okay.
Police is there as their friend. So that's what we have to aim for, and then work towards that.
Okay. How do you spend your leisure time, sir? Did you find some time leisure time?
leisure time, one gets lesser time to read. I spend my leisure time.
Very good. Very good. That's it. And about how you are making fitness of your body and
I don't know whether I'm fit or this thing.
you are, of course, you are very fit. So, what do you do for this fitness?
I try to do a little bit of exercise in the morning, but that is also a strong, I don't think I'm able to maintain a regime for that.
Okay.
One has to control, your eating habits. Play a major role. I do a little bit of exercise and then a little bit of walking.
What suggestions, advice
See,
you?
the one I always believe, your health depends on, like, if there is no dichotomy between what you are within inside and what you project yourself as to be. If there is no dichotomy, naturally you will have better health.
Okay. Scientific
If you
method.
try to project one and what you are, if there is a huge difference, then obviously
Problems are there.
yeah.
What suggestions, advice you want to give to new students who wants to become an IPS or IS officer?
So it is very simple. So first, if you want to become, then you should be you should really want to become. If you really want to become anything, not only an IAS officer, an IPS officer, or
Any
an
problems?
entrepreneur, so whatever it is, or a scientist, if you really want to become that, then you should believe in that. I mean, you should really want to become that. Not that one day you want to be a bureaucrat and another day you want to be in the business. That's not going to work. So first and foremost is clarity on what you want to become. Second thing is that once you are clear about that, you should do a systematic hard work. It's not mere hard work. You should do a systematic hard work
Okay.
in achieving that. If you are clear in what you want to become and you work to your plan and your work has to be systematic, you are bound to achieve.
Okay. What message would you like to give to your department and the citizen of the Nashik city?
No, Nashik citizens will have to have a firm faith in the city police that we will ensure a safe and a secure Kumbh Mela. And the city police, all the officers and men are prepared and committed to this objective. And in fact, everyone is looking forward to contributing to that profession, because everyone thinks that it is once in 12 years this event comes, and we are all fortunate to be in this point of time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I'll appreciate really.
Thank
You have
you.
given good answer.